Hello, I'm Ginger Jeffrey. Welcome to Gifts from the Heart, Stories of Giving in Western New York. Our hometown is special because of the many ways we help each other and promote cultural diversity. But these groups would not be able to exist without proper funding. And in our special presentation, I'm going to introduce you to the Association of Fundraising Professionals Western New York chapter. The village of East Aurora is rich in history. Visitors to the village may find themselves drawn to the Roycroft campus. The campus was founded by Elbert Hubbard at the turn of the 19th to 20th century. With her family ties, Brenda acquired items owned by the famous Elbert Hubbard.
They were historic. They should go where they could be appreciated.
Brenda was actually on a flight with one of our board members and just struck up a conversation and found out that, oh, well, I'm from East Aurora, oh, you're from East Aurora. And Brenda proceeded to tell her, oh, well, we have all sorts of artifacts and things that we would love to, show you.
I just started carefully going through boxes and found one that said, "Do not throw away."
It was just a treasure trove of information, and with every page that turned, we just got that much more excited. And it's hard to imagine that you get excited when you're going through someone else's mail. But it was like, oh my God, look at this. Oh, wow, this is fantastic.
Treasures like Elbert Hubbard's postcard from the Lusitania. Brenda's generosity in donating these historical pieces and funds to the Roycroft spawned the creation of the Elbert Hubbard Roycroft Museum, a must-see attraction for Roycroft aficionados. Kurt Moranto describes the opening of the museum as a renaissance, motivating other members of the Hubbard family and collectors nationwide to witness the re-emergence of the campus. He adds there can't be a more exciting time for the Roycroft campus and East Aurora as a whole. And who would ever imagine that it could all begin with one dusty box?
Wow, what a story that was. When philanthropy is at its most powerful, at its most impactful, ask yourself this question: how did it impact the donor? How did it impact the organization? And how did the gift or gifts impact the community?
Now, our next story takes us to the southern tier in Olean, New York to be exact, where we find out about the Cattaraugus Region Community Foundation and the special people committed to that community. At just 5 years old, Jim Reed remembers the moment he met his infant sister.
I actually remember the day that she came home from the hospital, and I remember peeking up over into her crib and looking at her and saying, "There's nothing different about this girl."
The youngest of 10, Barbie Reed was born with Down syndrome. In 1955, Jim says the common solution for children with Down syndrome was to institutionalize. That was not the norm for the Reed family, who fought for Barbie's rights. They joined forces with other parents faced with similar medical challenges.
They scratched and clawed for money, raised enough to rent a room and start out the program, which today is the Cattaraugus County Rehabilitation Center.
The Cattaraugus County Rehabilitation Center has grown substantially and supports and enhances the lives of people with disabilities.
Barbie was my very best friend. I really enjoyed her.
I like Barbie because she would tell people to take a hike, and she always said, "Hi, pal," and she was a good friend. And I miss her very much.
I love you, Barbie. I love you.
You only have to look at the faces in there. They're smiling. There's nothing that they like more than a party. There's nothing Barbie liked more than a party.
Jim says Barbie's friends at Subcon were a vital part of her life, and they're thrilled to carry on her legacy in this way.
It was a real treat and a real pleasure for us to have a sister like Barbie.
We want to thank Kate Heidinger and Jeff Bagel for joining us here today and sharing the mission of the Association of Fundraising Professionals Western New York chapter to empower individuals and organizations to practice ethical fundraising through professional education, networking, research, and advocacy. I'm Ginger Jeffrey. Thank you for watching Gifts from the Heart, Stories of Giving in Western New York.